going on, guys? Dubbsrider back here again. Just out for I guess you could say a rainy ride. I'm actually on my way to DMV due to totally not realizing that my tags are expired on the bike. So I'm just gonna take a nice easy ride over there, right on over to DMV, renew them, and then I'll be out for a little quick ride around the neighborhood before work. Today's actually today's not supposed to be, but is a rainy day. It was raining earlier, and I guess now, you know, it let up a little bit. Maybe I'm in a little pocket. So it'll probably, you know, I'm almost more than sure that the rain will be back later on. But hey, you know what, no matter what, you got to get that ride in, you know. So probably for last Friday I didn't even get to upload a vlog. I did have some material that I had thought about uploading, but you know, when I thought about it, it really wasn't you know, for me, vlogging material. Like, I didn't really have a subject, or, you know, it wasn't there. I wasn't speaking about any updates or plans or anything. So I figured, you know what, next week I'll the good old 87 North. So I figured next week what I'll do is I'll do a video just detailing some of the updates and things that I was doing over the last 2 weeks now, because today's Thursday, so it's May 8th. Over the last 2 weeks I've been actually had the bike apart. I had the back wheel off, and I cleaned up underneath like under the swing arm, and you know, because I have an undertailed exhaust and there's just a lot of dirt. It's just you'd be amazed, right, the amount of dirt that gets under there. So I had to use like 3 cans of that cheap brake cleaner that I usually buy whenever I can get it on sale or get it cheap enough. I bought that, cleaned up under there, painted the rear swing arm, and I plastic dipped the wheels. Actually redid those. Plastic dipped the back, I plastic dipped the front wheel, and I'm actually surprised. I'm you know, I tried to plastic dip them before, and the way that they came out, it was like I had a bad can, I guess, with a bad nozzle, and it was like the way everything was, it was clumpy, and it was pretty much a nightmare, you know. And I said, you know what, I said, you know what, I don't think I'm gonna go and plastic dip anymore. I figured probably what I would end up doing is painting either getting the wheels. I figured probably more than likely what I'd end up doing was getting the wheels powder coated, or, you know, sandblasted and then powder coated. But then I ended up figuring, oh, you know what, let me just try another can of plastic dip just to see, you know, just to see what it would be like, or what I'd end up with. And it actually turned out to not be too bad. So I'll do a walk around once I get out the DMV. I'll find a spot or something to go to and do a walk around and show what it looks like. I'm gonna actually, after this ride, I'm gonna go back. I gotta drain the oil because I got my engine parts in, which is going to do the 515cc kit, which will up the what is that called? It's gonna up the cc's of the bike from 492 to 515, or a little under 515 actually, but so it should give me a little more power, a little more responsiveness. So of course I'm gonna have to do some tuning, which is, I know, is a given, but that will come within time. I have to do some tuning and get her nailed in and get her set the way that I want to get her set up. So we'll see how that goes. wanted to take the bike out yesterday, but you know, I was playing with the kids and cleaning up around the house, doing stuff, and kind of was just doing a lot of other things. So I figured, oh well, you know, maybe I'll try and get it out another time. You know, sometimes you just can't always get out on it. And still waiting for the weather to improve a little better. Then I'll actually start commuting again. Another thing I added to it was a dial-a-jet. Sorry, not dyno-jet. It's actually a dial-a-jet. So that's what I added. And in the last few nights, I was basically, you know, trying to keep up with a lot of people's vlogs and catch up on vlogs and comment, and you know, I see a few new vloggers out there, and was just checking out some of their stuff. I think it's Dubs that he has that awesome CTX 1300, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool bike. So he's been making some videos on that. I also put some new front springs in here. If you remember, I had the stock springs in there with a extra spacer, which brought it to, you know, which is basically a 1-inch spacer. Then I changed up, got progressive springs, went to the progressive springs, full length of the spring, 1-inch spacer. I'll insert a pick of basically all three. And then from there, it still felt just too soft, just too soggy. I had no inclination to add any sort of a bigger spacer or anything of the sort. Oh, this probably rain down here. So I had no inclination of adding a bigger spacer or anything like that. So I really didn't bother with that. I figured, frig it, I'll just bite the bullet, go for the work springs. I got those springs, I put them in, and they're way better. And I have I used to have a lot of this front end dive. Oh my god, it was horrible, that front end dive I had. So that's pretty much gone. Front end dive, and it's just a lot better now. I really can't complain. Yeah, so you can actually see the throttle jet, the dial jet here. You have that little fuel hose that runs down, and it pulls the fuel from the bottom of the carb bowl. And basically, it's supposed to help to it even help get you a little bit more gas mileage, which is always a good thing. It's definitely something that you want. A little more gas mileage. Who wouldn't be happy with some more gas mileage, right? Getting a little bit of drizzle down here. Jeez Louise. 9.0 to this stoplight. Yeah, thank you there, taxi guy. Field taxis are like that. Taxis just be the worst, man. I mean, you know, they're like the most unpredictable, pretty much the most unpredictable drivers on the road. I mean, you never really know what the hell it is that they're going to do. I mean, you hope that they see you, but let's just face it, 9 times out of 10, they pretty much don't see you. You know, and then what? You know, it's like, and then you can only just freaking hope. yeah, so, well, yeah, when I get a chance, I'll take it over there, get the bike inspected. And, my man over there enjoying his juice. Speaking of which, who doesn't love friggin' Baker X Derek, man? This guy, he has these sayings, you know, that we normally say on a daily basis, man. You know, it's kind of like, chill. You really gotta love Baker. He has some great videos, and if you don't know about Baker X Derek, you better go check him out. Shit is hilarious. Alright, so I'm gonna head up here. They got a little mall up here. I'm gonna head up there and I'll do a little walk around on the bike. See you when we get up there. Alright. Alright, well, just do a little walk around. So, those are the wheels plastidipped, and I painted that lower frame there. The paint I put on the shifter is already rubbing off. You have your super brace. This here helps with those tar snakes that you might get every now and again. So I also plastidipped the front wheel over again, which probably, if you remember from before, it was like a failed attempt. I still have all the oil, all the dirty oils on the motor. I gotta actually clean that off. And the new motor update I get is gonna actually replace this, which is the jug. It's gonna change that, put on a bigger one. Oh, same size one, I'm sorry, but the interior is a little bit bigger, domed out for a bigger piston, and the rear wheel plastidipped. And I guess I must say, I can't complain with the way it looks. I think it actually looks pretty darn good. So I'm happy with the way it came out. And yeah, I can't complain. I just wanted to change up the look of it, you know. I couldn't stand the look of those silver wheels. I mean, not that it looked bad, but the main thing was that it just got so freaking filthy, you know. They get so dirty. It's amazing how dirty they get. Like, you really wouldn't believe how dirty they get. And I think it looks a lot better now. Every now and again I might see a little light spot, and I'll touch it up with the plastidip. Of course, now that I wrote it, I'll have to clean it first and then touch it up. So, and then this was also silver. I painted that black. I'm gonna actually go over that again. I'm gonna give that another coat, and I'll just pretty much go from there. So I painted that black, and that's been holding up pretty good. I can't complain. So that's the Blast in the current status.